Hello students, so welcome to the class. I'm Yogita. Our subject is CNET, Nursing Education for Nurses, and today we are going to learn about maxims of teaching. Now before that, teaching is nothing but a teacher is helping a learner to learn the things. She is teaching. It's a tool which is used for your education process. Now today we are learning the maxims of teaching. Now these maxims are, I'll be listing out: easy to difficult, known to unknown, simple to complex, concrete to abstract, particular to general, analysis to synthesis, whole to part, empirical to rational, psychological to logic. So these all are the maxims of teaching. Now first, easy to difficult. Now here in this, teacher is first teaching the easy concept to the child. Once the easy concept is easily understood, then we are gradually moving to the difficult subjects. Now for example, if you want to teach the human body, you're teaching all the organs. Now you select the easy system which students are already known. Maybe they already had some information idea about heart. In that case, you select that topic first, which is easy to them. Then you move to the subject topics which is little complicated. Maybe a nervous system or adrenal gland, which they're not heard at all. See, that is what easy to difficult. Next maxim is known to unknown. Now here teacher must teach the subject or material which is known to the child. They are already aware about the matter. They have got a certain ideas, some information regarding that matter. Now from that matter we can teach the unknown aspects of particular subject. So this technique has to be used. Known to unknown. Then simple to complex. Now first here teacher has to teach the simple method, a simple techniques to the children. Once they are able to do that simple task, then the teacher can move to the complex aspects, which is more difficult, where the children may take little more time to understand and practice and perform that. So here we are moving from simple to complex form. Then concrete to abstract. Now first we will teach the child with the concrete aspects, whatever they know, whatever they can perform, whatever their ideas, let them present. From that idea, once the teacher is understood what the level of understanding of that particular child, then the teacher can move to the abstract matter. So this method can be used to teach the children. Particular to general. Now first, it's easy for the teacher to teach only a particular aspect, particular topic in particular subject. Once that particular topic is understood, then the teacher can go to a general aspect, general information, which will be in a vast, which will be a very big topic, which will be a wide range, which if you start immediately with that, then the student may find it difficult to understand. So we will go to a particular topic. Then from there, for example, now if you want to teach about respiratory system, you can teach particular parts. What all the parts comes in respiratory system, like trachea, lungs, like that, one by one. Then you go to the general. In general, you talk about entire respiratory system, how it works, how it functions. So that will help the students to understand in a better way. Whole to part. Now first, we are teaching a whole subject to the child. Once the whole matter is understood, it has come to their level of understanding, then from there it will be easy for the teacher to move to the part knowledge, so that particular part can be taught in a easiest way. Now for example, you thought you are going to teach about digestive system. So now you teach the whole. It starts from mouth, how it enters to your body, it goes to the stomach. See, whole part you are explaining, whole system you're teaching to the child. Then you're moving to the part, how each part is important. See, when you start your digestive system from mouth is helping grinding and chewing. See, half of the digestion process started here only. See, this is the way from whole to part you're teaching. Next is psychological to logic. first, let the teacher give little time for the children. So we will understand, our teacher will understand what is the interest of that particular child, what's their motives, what's their level of understanding, what's their skill, in which they are good. Once the teacher understand all these unfavorable situation of particular child, then the teacher can teach such subject first, such concept first, then she can move to a logic subject. So these all are the maxims of teaching, and why we are using, because all maxims which help the teacher to teach the students in a right way, so that teacher can really help the students to understand it in a better way. So I list out the maxims of teaching: easy to difficult, known to unknown, whole to part to whole, general to specific, psychological to logic, and particular to general, and concrete to abstract, simple to concept. See, these all are the maxims of teaching. The next concept is variables in teaching. Now here we can mainly see the three variables: independent variable, dependent variable, intervening variable. Now this independent variable, it refers to a teacher. Now teacher is the one who is making a planning the activities, organizing the study material to the student. So teacher is planning how the teaching process will take place, what all the activities are carried out in the teaching learning process. And the dependent variable, it refers to the student. Now students is learning according to the teacher's planning and organization. Now teacher is taking activities, with the help of that a learner is learning the things. And the last one is intervening variable. Now intervening refers to the relationship between the teacher and student, and content is determined here, like telling, doing, showing, or demonstration and presentation of the materials. Now important these three variables which helps in teaching learning process. So let me summarize. Today we discussed about maxims of teaching and variables of teaching. The maxims of teachings are easy to difficult, known to unknown, simple to complex, whole to part, concrete to abstract, part to whole, psychological to logical. See, these all are the maxims of teaching, and the variables of teaching is independent variable, that refers as a student. Independent variable, that refers as a teacher, dependent variable, that refer as a student, and intervening variable, that's a content and the relationship between the student and teacher. I hope you understood. Please keep watching. We'll learn many more concepts in the future classes. Until then, take care of yourself, and thank you all.